my name is Karla. I am a UX, UI, and digital product designer. And today what we are going to see, it is adding a new feature on the UX UI Hub app. If you have been using the app, you know that there is a page exactly just for resources. And what happens then now is that there is a lot of content, but there is a lot of content everywhere. And my hypothesis is that you are really missing a lot of great content that could help your journey or your design career right now that you are just not seeing. So for that, we are going to add a new carousel session in the resources area that you link to some posts that have a carousel. That is a mini ebook that you can download or view at any time. So the idea today is to add this small carousel. We will probably be linking it to LinkedIn at first, but the idea general would be for us to be able to view that ebook inside the app itself. So let's see where we can go. Here on the side, I can see the chat. I can see you interacting. Just send me in if you have any questions and so on. So now I'm showing here on the right side my phone. And what we have today is courses. And let me pause here. I am giving a course with Nima on Maven for 4 weeks for you to be able to build apps exactly like this one that you have been using already. If you did not download the UX UI Hub, look in the comments for the link. And if you are watching the recording, you have it on the description. So here we have courses, we have design books, we have articles and tools that you could be using, challenges. There is an Adobe Max challenge going on. I would really recommend you to join. Will be a new session for podcasts soon too, but I realized that these guys here are creating a very good content. Miranda, it's really talking about undervalued ways designers can create value. And this is great. It's a carousel, like I'm saying. It's much easier for you to read around. It is like a mini book filled with ideas, filled with links, like you can see here, the one from Ozan. You have all these links and you have tips inside. Then you have one from Edward, AI prototyping. If you are not using AI in your days yet, you should be starting very soon. And he is really tackling it step by step. You should really pay attention of what these guys are sharing. Tina is sharing 8 metrics to measure user experience. And if you are creating your portfolio, they might be a great addition to the way you create your case studies too. And Steven, it's bringing a simple guide to the 7 types of designers, and could be really interesting for you to understand what you are doing, how you are doing, and what type of designer you are too. If you are looking for a new job, if you are trying to position yourself in a different place, so go for it. All of this great content, it might be that you have not seen it, right? So the idea is simple. Let's come to the app and create a new section that will be a simple slide inside of our resources page. So today our resources page, it's here. So you have an area for exclusive discounts, then come courses and so on. You can see that this is already a slide, but we can create different types of slide. The books are also a slide, and we could use something very similar to it, right? The resources, all of them are sliders. So we can do that. And when I got all the material from these amazing designers, what I noticed is that first thing is that they have really different formats. So what I did was to put everyone with the same width. So let's do it once again, maybe for 500, for example. So then this one has 625, this one 2, this one 612, 500. What we do is to create a standard. So the standard could be this, for example, 500 for 625. It's a good size, and then I can put here 5. It still look good. If we do this with Stevens, because he is doing squares, it might be that it gets a little bit odd. So in this case, we can simply create a Command Option G, create a frame, which will be 625, and add the color. And this is just because we need to add them to a database. and we are going to add it. And if you notice, we are really doing the 5 steps I teach in all the courses and workshops I give. Then we have this one that's a bit bigger, and I put 625. Great, we have created the data already. So I can name it just to make it easy, Edward, because we are going to use this on our database, and Marina. Great, we have them. So what I will do now is to export these images, and I will export them to my downloads folder. One of the steps is done. We have now, let's come to my Airtable. And the Airtable is where I have everything from the UX UI Hub, and you see many tables here. One of them are the resources. And right now we don't have that kind of resources yet. So I will add a different type. So it will be a different category. So the first step is to have an idea. The hypothesis here is that you are losing the content from amazing designers that are out there. The second step is to create a prototype of Figma. So our prototype, you look similar to this. What I will do is to increase our page size just a little bit. Then now I can add the area where I want it to be. I want it to be on top of this page. So I will duplicate this one area here that has already a style, group it, and kind of move around before the exclusive discounts. So it is more or less here, there, and the rest should be all on the bottom, right? So I will just move it a bit down. And now I will remove the space between them. So I will ungroup first and rename. It won't be the best design book, so it will be something related to LinkedIn. Do you have any names for it? Just put in the chat. I would love to hear what you think. I could just add, for example, eBooks, right? So, or free eBooks. I would say this is a free ebook. So it's a content you should be checking on, definitely. So now I just remove this line. I don't need, I will keep it. I will keep it. We don't really need a category for it right now. Most of the times you see the title, it's already on the eBooks. So we also don't need a title or anything. There is no pre-sale here. We can keep the new. It's always free, so there is no reason for us to have that. This expert, because most of the time they also put their faces on it, so I actually don't need it. I will even remove. The new, it's good. A button, it's where you click and get to the other page. Then you have the image, that is the feature, and the background. So the only thing that's missing here right now, we have the slide, and it's quite big, so we can move things on to the top and have it a little bit smaller. And we can keep the container slide horizontal, or we can make an effect on it later. If we have time, let's try the effect just for you to see. The horizontal one never has the dots. For example, like here, you have the dots because it's not horizontal. Horizontal slides are more like this one that you can just slide around. So instead of books, we will say eBooks. Then we have the slide. Now we need to know which size should be this image. We have here a width of 120. So for me to know that, I will just duplicate this one and make it 120. And then we know the height that is proportional. It's 150. So that's what I will put it here. So 120 by 150. And this is much smaller, so the background will also be smaller, and the shadow will also be smaller. And I am doing that like this because we already have the style of the app. So it's like a little design system. You should just keep going on with the app and keep consistency, right? That is one of the gestalts of design. Okay, we have our slide. And now let's make this 0. It is with the right size. We have some variables there. We need to add our data to our database right now. And the data we have exported already. So here we will create a new area and we will add, so I will add a draft. I will add a new line that, for example, institution, it doesn't really matter. We will add the title of it because this goes to a newsletter, so the title is important. I will add this as title for Miranda. So this is the title. We don't really need a headline because the headline will be the content. So I will just for now add the title. We have 3, 5. We don't even use the title on the app itself. It will be just the image. So I will just copy the first. So I gather my favorite Figma resource on Fountain. So that is a good one. Then we have here Edward is still wondering why your AI prototypes fell off. That's a good question. Then you have Tina, metrics to measure design user experience. And then we have the Stephen one. I have identified 7 main types of designers. I will just put here the 7 main types of designers. Great, we have all of them. Then we have an image that we already created. So I am coming here to my database. This is already created and I want to use the same. So this is the line that we are working, 76. I will move this field around just to be able to see which image should go where. Field in everything. So now I will upload the images. Here, the value, designers bring, Ozan's, then where? Okay, Edward's here, then Tina, and Stephen. Great. We have the image, we have the title. Then we are creating a new category for this. I will put here eBooks. It doesn't exist, and I will paste it here. And now we need a URL. So for now, I will open the URL of it. So this is Marina's. So let's see, hers first. The second one is Ozan. Here. This one is Edward. So Edward is here. Then we have Tina's. And by latest, Stephen. So here. Great. We can also test the links. So when I click, am I going to the right place or not? Let's open up all of them and see if they are working. This should be embedded. We use it later. Okay, Stephen's working. Tina, Edward, Ozan, and Miranda. Great. So we just added the database and free, it's fine. What more we have here? So on our app, we are using the image and if it's new or not, and that's kind of automatic, already created. And we have the ebook slider. I will rename it here. Great, we have it. We have the data. So the first step is to have the idea. We have an idea and hypothesis. The second step is for you to prototype. We did prototype. The third step is for you to go to Bravo and Bravorize your file. We did Bravorize our file, but we did not go to Bravo. And the fourth step is for you to add data, but we have done data already. So now we are coming here to Bravo, to our app, the UX UI Hub, which you can go and see live happening. So here I have the app live on my phone. I'm going to search for the resource page and we will get a new category here when our design is reloaded. So we see here free ebooks. So if I reload my app on my Bravo Vision right now, come to resources, you see I have free ebooks and it's not working. Of course not, because we did not add yet the data. So now we are going to add the data inside Bravo and we are going to create a new page. So here we have several of them. You see resources details, all events, profile, courses. So we can just duplicate any of them if we want. We will create first a new view here. For example, courses. We have a view here. I will duplicate this view called courses and I will call them ebooks. Here, this view is filtering course, but I will filter eBooks. And you see, they are filtering also published content, and we have not published them. So I'm going to the end of my list here because I did not create one for unpublished, and I am turning draft to publish. So now all of this content is published, and this is the workflow I use for the content in the app. So when we come back to eBooks, we have these there. You see the title, the featured, and the link. And that's what we need. So now we come here, we duplicate courses, and we do the eBooks page for us to use the data. So these are eBooks. And I can change the view to eBooks. And when I hit send, it has an ID, it has a title, an image, and it has also a link, a long title which we won't use, and the new field. So I will come here for the output and actually delete some of the items. So we don't need category long, we don't need expert image, we don't need headline, we just need the title. So the theme we also don't need, we need the link, we need if it's free, we need the ID, we need the featured image, we need the title, and we need all records. So here we have all records. There is an image check we don't need because there will always be images. I believe these are the fields we need. So I come back to my app and now I bind it. So this belongs to the data step. I am going to say that in this ebook slide, I am getting my data from the UX UI Hub, and I wanted to use the ebooks view. I will show all the records, and this new, it's actually about visibility. I want it to make visible when new is there. The button is where my link goes, and this link goes to a secondary page already, so I don't need to add it right now. And then there is an image that is the featured image. And I will refresh. The idea right now, if I did not forget anything, is that our app, you will work with our carousel, with the content, and we are going to be able to open the link on LinkedIn. Then I am going to show you more about it, since we have some minutes still. Yes, we got, they are all new. And if I click, it should open the URL from LinkedIn. You don't need to sign in, and you see the ebook. How did you like that? And you may ask me, how did it happen? You did not add the other view or anything. So I want to show you, there is a prototype here on my slide that is coming to this page fixed. And in this page fixed, I have web view that is actually showing the link that I want to be open. So this resources page works exactly like that. And in here, I'm embedding the LinkedIn view, and that's why it works. There is one cool thing to do here too. Like, so we have a view and you see the content right now. It's showing like this. We can do whatever we want. We can sort them automatically. We can sort them manually. Just for you to see it, I will just do that. I will just create from the latest to the earliest. Actually, maybe they were, yes. So you see the reverse order here, and it will happen that it will change my view as well. You see, so everything in the end will be related to what I do in my view here, and I don't need to change anything on my app. I can decide things for it. How did you like this? We created a new carousel for the app, and with content that you might be losing along the lines on LinkedIn, that there is a lot of content there. Would you like to have the ebooks download for your mobile phone already? Would you like to read them here? Let me know in the comments if you are watching a recording or here in the chat. Do you have any questions? Would you like to see a PDF being loaded already, or download the PDF directly, or will you prefer it to open on LinkedIn like we just did? Okay, she preferred the links, which is cool. So we did that, and you can do that on your app as well. If you don't know how to create an app from zero, you can start with my ease guide on YouTube, a video that I will add the link here. Or you can participate on one of my workshops. The next workshop is in August. If you want to learn also Figma, because you don't know, you can also come to my Maven course. All these links are on the description of this video. We just changed this app in about 30 minutes. Isn't that amazing? You can do the same. And if you like this video, subscribe on my channel. I'm building live every week. And if you want to join one of the events live, check the links on the description. Hope to see you next time. Bye.